All right, welcome to the Two Men with Mike's podcast. We are back live and direct. I am one of your hosts, Bobby Joe.
I am CJ, the almost great.
The almost great.
Great. Let me pronounce my words. Great. I was told I don't pronounce words.
Well, yeah, of course, my gray. So I'm a picture something to Marvel. I'm gonna be like a superhero or supervillain called Snowfall with all this gray. Code name Agent Snowfall or whatever. It's gonna be dope.
I'm gonna be like I was actually saying thinking that's already taken, but that's the
the move. Well, yeah, the show on FX Snowfall,
okay.
yeah. But so that's why I was a little hesitant. But no, this would be better. This would be better. So, but yeah, but real quick before we get into our topic, I just had to say something real quick. And I know we can talk about this. Deshaun Watson, the Falcons are hoping to meet with him tomorrow. So I'm gonna just say, as a Falcons fan, I hope that something can happen with that. I would be elated if Deshaun could go to the Falcons. Yeah.
I'm happy for I'll say this real quick too. So I'm happy that he has a job still. I'm happy that he was able to get through what he went through,
right,
and just show how trifling women can be sometimes. I'm gonna just put it that.
Oh, you're gonna get in trouble.
I know. I don't know. I'm always in trouble. It doesn't matter. But women are trifling. They try to make dudes seem like they're so scandalous. But
Right.
I think trifling and scandalous come on different levels depending on your financial status sometimes. So when you get to that
Right.
level, you get a lot of scandalous, trifling people around you.
You're saying some people come out of the woodwork and try
Exactly.
to separate you from your money.
Exactly. So
Okay. I got you.
these
I got you.
women, man, I tell you, that's a good reason. That's a good reason why dudes, that's why you can ghost somebody right there when you find out how scandalous they are.
Perfect segue to our topic tonight. And this came up from a viewer. They wanted to know why men ghost women. Okay, now before we start, first of all, I'd like to say I hate that term. I don't even use it. I just say, yeah, we stop talking. I don't even like the term.
Why?
I don't know. It just, to me, it just sounds, for lack of a better word, to me it sounds juvenile. I was ghosted. Oh, I'm a ghost so and so. It just, I don't know. It just sounds weird to me. I don't use it, but I'm gonna use it for the sake of this podcast tonight. So have you ever just stopped talking or ghosted a woman, and what was the reason?
I have not intentionally ghosted someone. I have angrily, if you want to like this, I angrily ghosted someone. If you want to, I just stopped talking to him for a while because I was pissed,
Right.
and then go back. But I think the whole term of ghosting is you ghost them and you just don't talk to them anymore.
Just don't talk to him anymore.
Yeah.
Just you're talking to him, and then all of a sudden,
all the communications ends, and
Yeah.
there's no coming back. Or now I have not really done that. Every time I've not talked to someone is because it was like amicable or whatever it is the term.
Mhm.
Or we just got kind of got into it and we were like, that's it, right?
Okay.
Now let me take that back. I kind of almost did, and I'll say this. And before I even get it, because I don't want to seem like a bad person, but I'm gonna tell you this: did you know like 78% of people that are online daters and date in the dating world have all been ghosted? Both sides.
I didn't know that.
78%. That's a high margin. So which I guess you could say instead of saying ghosting, being communicating stops or the communication stops. So I'm gonna give reasons because I think this is, and to be honest, I think that
reasons why this happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on the men's side, because I'm gonna take up for the guys, because
Okay.
women are like, okay, men just ghosting these women left and right. Well, sometimes it could be certain issues that you just don't know of. A guy he's a human and he's a natural being like everybody else, right?
Right.
So he have issues that or crisis that may have came up. And, men, we kind of harbor our emotions, our feelings, and all that. So he ended up ghosting, right?
Right.
in a sense, because he didn't want to put up all the he didn't want all that information to be on that person.
Okay.
Or, so that's how we do it. Now I'll give you a reason why I have, or kind of sort of, is because, and I actually read this too, to be honest, but talking, when you're talking to women sometimes.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it on gas. I was gonna say, or either women talking to men, but I'm taking up for the men right now.
Okay.
But if you're talking to a young lady or a lady, and you're always having a conversation with this person, and then the only thing is that they're always talking about them, let's say for work, they're always talking about their job, nothing else.
Okay.
Every time you have a communication when we're talking to them. But then when they finally give you the opportunity to talk and have a conversation, then your conversation doesn't seem as important. So then you tend to be like, my time's being wasted. So I don't need to talk to this person anymore.
Right.
So, you can go ahead and, that's how, and I actually went through that with somebody before. They talked about work every day, all day, every day.
And it was all about them all the time.
All the time. And then I'm like, and then when I got ready to say something, it was, they were less interested. There was no interest, just kind of like, and it felt like, you feel, I'll say awkward and weird at the same time. It's like, man, am I not, interested enough for you?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because they had nothing, nothing at all. Somebody's want to come in. I guess they want to speak. So let's see that.
Oh, somebody wants to come in. Okay.
Let's see if we get them in real quick.
I knew
they didn't even put their name in.
I knew somebody was going to come in. They they need to come on camera too.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess they're coming in the audio. I don't. They need to bring the phone in.
Looks like they're connecting. Okay. Yeah. It looks like they're on. And iPhone. We don't know who you are yet.
There we go.
Connecting the audio. All right.
I laugh at this too for whatever reason, but whoever this may be.
Yeah.
Anyway, so until they get in, but that was my reason. It was kind of it was always about them. Hey, how are you? No sound either, but
I think I
there
did.
It is a little, yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we see you. We see you and hear you.
We see you and hear
you. You have something you need to say?
I do.
Well,
and please give us your name. Please give us your name and have at it.
Jane Doe.
Okay, Jane Doe. All right.
I don't know if we were right with Jane Doe, but go ahead.
No, I'm Sadie. Hello.
Hi.
I thought that was Sadie. I wasn't sure, but yeah. Welcome to the 2 Men with Mics podcast.
Okay. I want to put in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
From a women's standpoint, I'm going to use it as a silent treatment since, Bobby, you don't like ghosting.
No, go ahead. You can say it.
Technically, it's 2022, in the Urban Dictionary, that's what they're using, ghosting. I mean, I know it's weird, but hey, it's silent treatment.
Right.
So from a woman's perspective, it's funny, I was talking to my boss about this at work today, and she's 54, and she was telling me, she's like, I get ghosted a lot because she got a divorce about a year ago, and she's trying to meet people, and she's like, she said she noticed, they'll get a conversation started, and they'll talk, she talked to a guy for about a month, and he ended up just ghosting her, he wouldn't answer, and then would go talk to her again, give it a couple weeks, and then do it again. And it's a continuous pattern. For us, for women, that's what we call ghosting, not just cutting us off altogether, just have a conversation. Where's this person at, for so long, but and you might see them out in public or whatever, and they'll act weird, they'll act funny. And I just I made my comment, why do men ghost? Because I want to know, what is so hard about telling a woman, I don't want to talk to you, or just simply giving them a reason, like, hey, you know what, girl, you tripping. We'll talk in a couple of days. or I'm about to cut you off. Like you crossed the line.
Well, look, I'll tell you this. Here's the thing, like, so it's easier for a person to say, especially when you're dating, it's easier to ghost them versus facing the reality of it or the backlash. So if a guy says, hey, in the count, a guy comes up like, I'm not trying to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. You know what's going to happen? There's going to be a response from the lady. And it could be why, when, where, what, or why, or F you, you ain't, blah, blah, blah. Start talking about his mom, but there's a response. When the guy ghosts that person, he doesn't have to deal with that response. He doesn't have to deal with the backlash of not having this lady being, let's say, perfect for him to keep moving on in life with this person. So that's why you'll get a ghost from a lot of guys. I mean, and even women do it, but I'm gonna stay on guys. I keep saying I'm gonna stay on guys, but women do it just as well. But I'm from a male's point, and they say that men don't have enough balls to tell a lady, hey, we don't want to talk to you anymore. But to be honest, if you're in a relationship, let's say you talking like not even dating, just meet somebody, say January 1st, and you're talking up 2 weeks later, there's nothing but cutting out the communication. It's only been 2 weeks. Literally, it's only been 2 weeks. There's no investment there. Go ahead, Bob, because I can talk about that.
No. You can go. I just want to ask this real quick. So, what kind of conversations have they been having? Because I want to kind of get deeper into this. Did she say how the conversation goes, or with this guy? Is the conversation great, or what?
Well, she didn't say. I mean, she did say they went out to dinner a couple of times, and they went out of town together. And it's just like it sounds like to me, like I'm a pro, and it sounds to me like that's somebody on the side.
That's what I was about to say. I was gonna make a joke. I'm like, he's got to have time for his wife or his girlfriend too. So he that's why he's probably inconsistent. I'm just gonna be honest. That's what happens a lot of times. Maybe that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but he may have somebody, and so he may have to, go away for a little while, come back, talk. So it's real inconsistent. He might be living with a woman. I don't know, but it sounds like that he has another woman, and so that's why he's kind of inconsistent like that. So, but you know what? Maybe if he was honest, and I know this is hard to do. I know a lot of men have done it. Maybe if he told her what the deal was, maybe she would be okay with it.
Exactly. That's that's my point. Is what's so wrong?
Don't let her make that decision. Like I've said before, I think of in basketball terms, throw that lob. She can decide if she wants to go get it or not.
Exactly.
So she might be cool with it. You never know.
She might.
So that's what I was gonna say. One of my reasons why he might have ghosted her. And I don't want you to co-sign or to say anything about your boss. Maybe she's crazy. She might be crazy. I'd love to have him on the. Too bad we can't get him on the show and ask him.
Hey, I'm not crazy, and I've been ghosted a lot. I'm just saying, in my life, like sometimes I start to think like maybe there's something wrong with me. I don't know, or is it the people I talk to that have the problem?
Crazy people don't know if they're crazy.
Yeah. Well, have you had conversations with any of these men afterwards and like, hey, what's up? What happened? What was the deal? Why did we?
Oh, I always ask questions.
So what do they say? What
I may not get answered, which happens like 98% of the time.
What do you mean, like they don't answer you and they just keep they don't talk at all?
No, they won't answer the question. But like I'm saying, not answer the question, then wait like 5, 4 days, 3 days, then say something. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole thing is like for me with ghosting, like my point that I was trying to get out with my comment is when I talk to somebody, I'm not gonna just start talking to you. If I'm talking to you, I'm gonna stay talking to you. If you don't want to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, tell me. I don't need wishy-washy. It's all about being consistent. And for women, if you're not consistent to us, you're ghosting us. You're playing games. You're playing mind games. There's some reason why you want to talk to us 1 minute, you don't want to talk to us the next minute. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, that's where I was coming out with my comment. Like, why can't men just say, hey, you know, this is how it is? And CJ has a point, you know, they may not want to continue on with the conversation, and a woman might have something to say back. Some women are like that. Like me, I'm mature. It's like, you don't want to talk to me? Peace.
I'll give you another point though. Like, you know, sometimes even talking with women, because men are not that vocal, but you know, talking with women, communication wise, it almost seems like a chore at some points, because it's like, you know, a lady could talk to you like, hey, you know, like, hey, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. And the man like, oh, I'm doing good. Blah blah blah. Then they come back with something else right after that. Then the guy be like, okay, answer that. Then they say something else. And then if they don't say anything, then the lady is like mad because like, hey, what's wrong? I just texted you. Like, yeah, you texted me like 30 times in less than 1 minute. So it becomes a chore. And then guys are not trying to sit there on, not too many guys I know. They're not going to sit on the phone and just sit in there texting. If they got anything to do, especially if you're a man, you paying bills, you got time to be sitting on the phone texting people all day long. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
So it can become a chore to men, and then men will, tend to ghost, and not intentionally as far as, but they just like, they're going to deal with more pertinent conversation. They ain't dealing with, how was your donut? Was your donut, you like the sprinkles on your donut? I already ate the donut. Damn that donut. You know what I'm saying? I ate it, didn't I? Let me get back to work. That's what guys, that's how guys are. Like, but women, they just want to be like, no, he's not part of your sister circle. He's not going to have them whole hour conversation with you about nothing. We can pillow talk later, but
he's probably thinking about when he can get some booty.
Yeah, that's all a guy care. He didn't care about the extra stuff, women. But
like, hey, how was your day? Oh yeah, what's going on? What's going on with work? Yeah, he's just some people just don't want to communicate that. I don't know. So if a guy said, hey, you know what? I'm just talking to you to, get some sex. We don't really have to date. We can go out sometimes, but I'm just trying to get in your drawers. So men,
tell men to come out and say that. Then I'm just saying.
Right.
But I would say this, like,
that's part of the problem. People don't talk anymore. They're not just blunt.
Well, we're afraid you won't give us what. A lot of men are afraid you won't give us what we want if we tell the truth. Go ahead, CJ.
No, I was just gonna say though, in all seriousness, like, the women do need to learn the person that they're communicating with. Don't expect that person to be the same one that they had before. And that's like another thing. Like, you need to learn who you're communicating with, and don't be disappointed when they're acting as who they are. And and that's what women kind of get tied up into. Is they get disappointed because this person isn't acting like the Joe Blow before, and then when he ghosts you all of a sudden, or stop communicating with you because he didn't, necessarily like the things that the person before him liked. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but you just need to learn who you communicate with and learn their ways. If you don't like their ways, then you can move on. You're free. You can ghost them before they ghost you if you want to. But
yep.
But we thank you, Sadie. We're gonna kick you out of there, and no, I ain't kick you unless you want to sit on the same. No, because Bobby has comments, but we really appreciate you coming in, though.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. No, yeah. That was. I've let me see. Have I been? Yeah, I've been ghosted by a woman. I'm trying to think. Have I? I think the times I did it, I was. They either did something that I didn't like. And I said, hey, like I remember one. I forgot what she did, but I was like, don't do that again. And she did it again.
Uh-huh.
So I just stopped talking to her.
Really?
And it's funny because you and I were out one night, and I'm not gonna say where we were, but we were out and she was there and she said something to you. She was like, "Your friend just stopped talking to me." And I was like, "I told you not to do what you did again." And
What I
you
tell her
did.
sound this sound like a you problem. Did I tell her that? No, it's just
But I mean, it just, but yeah, I think that's, and I don't know if that's fits the definition of, ghosting somebody or whatever, but, uh, yeah, because, I like to talk. I talk to, people, but if it's something I stop talking to you, uh, and after we've been talking for a little while, I feel like it's something, uh, that you did, to annoy me. I mean, I know I'm not perfect. Like I said, I've had women do it to me. Stop
no.
talking to me when I
Yeah, I
was
was gonna
young.
say oh yeah. To be honest, I have.
I've had it done to me, but I
And it
think
doesn't feel good. It really doesn't feel good as a person.
right.
So
Yeah,
thank you, Sadie, again for coming on in. But like another real quick thing is though, like sometimes like when you're first talking to people, we tend to try to show better than our best as a person.
put their best foot. They're meeting our representative.
Yeah, like we try to be something we really aren't.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna say this as a man's standpoint because I kind of, like I say, I fall when I was young. I think I did kind of fall victim to it in a sense. I betrayed to be somebody I really wasn't. Like my best, I went past my best. You know,
Right.
um, and as in who I was. Sure, and I think what happens is some people will get out of there before that person that they were talking to. They get out of it before that person can figure out who they are. I
Right.
mean, so that is another reason. I'm just throwing a bunch of reasons out there, but
Yeah.
but that's a true reason though.
Right.
Some guys will go out there and do that, like hey, act like they're somebody else that they're not, or a little bit better than portray themselves a little bit better than what they really are, instead of giving the real version.
Giving the real reason. Oh, you mean like when they first meet? Uh,
Yeah,
not showing your true.
yeah, not your true you.
Mhm.
That you might show you, but you might show a little bit more than what you really are. It's almost like
Right.
it's almost kind of like how they say keeping up with the Joneses.
Right. Right.
So you're doing that dating wise.
Right.
I'm this person. I could do this, I could do that. Or I'm about this, I'm about that. And the truth
And then
is, you're not.
and then when I get you, and
Yeah,
then
we going to the projects. We living in the projects. We eating 2 for 1s at Mickey D's or whatever it may be. We're
right.
all that extra, all that. So some people get out of there before they can be found out.
Okay.
You know, so
And I think there are probably a few more reasons. Maybe they realize they can't keep up. Uh, maybe financially or whatever, or um, and just don't want to be for whatever reason don't want to be honest about why they just stop talking to you. I don't know. Maybe I guess it's hard, to just be honest and be like, hey, this is why, it was cool. We were talking, and then all of a sudden, I just stopped talking to you.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
think, and I think it's funny. Because I know women ask a lot. Oh, well, I'm in these groups and on this page on Facebook, and they ask questions like, oh, he stopped talking to me. Why do you think he stopped talking to me, or why he ask him? Did you ask him first, or if you can get in touch with him, or I don't think men are. I don't think we're that difficult to figure out.
yeah.
Uh,
I would not.
so
We're very
so
simple.
yeah, and not to be confused with simple minded, because I know that sometimes people want to say that, but I
I
think
am.
I
I'm
I
simple.
think no, I just think that we're not that difficult to figure out. So if you, I guess, if you just really thought about it, or I mean, there's only so many different reasons why he stopped talking to you. I mean, I won't say guess or try to just or assume or whatever. But if you can ask him, I mean, now whether he's going to be honest with you, I mean, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you don't deserve. I can say deserve. I mean, if not, they are not going to communicate with you anymore.
right, right,
Then and I'm gonna talk to women. I guess if they're not communicating with you more, ghost you, and if you're reaching out, they're not communicating, then they don't deserve your time at that point. They don't
Right.
deserve any of that. So there's no need to continue to keep hurting yourself, because that's all you're doing is because you're only, basically batting your head against the wall, trying to
No, but
figure
some
out.
people, yeah,
Huh?
some people will keep going. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, it's true. And then, you're just batting your head against the wall, and you're trying to figure out, like, hey, why this person is, you're never going to figure out that person, especially if they're not even communicating. There's nothing there to communicate to, you know? So it's at that point, you're literally trying to figure out a stranger. And I don't know anybody in this world that knows a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Like, knows what a stranger is about.
Right.
So that's why I say, they're not worth that time. So, there's no need to continue to put that energy towards that way after that.
And some will, because they're just like they want to know. They gotta know, but I don't know. But so I just want to say real fast, Sadie, your boss, the man, I know patterns like that. He probably had
He a man whore.
he probably had a woman or something on the side.
Not probably, he has.
She's got to get her quality time too. So
Look, he either has a woman or he has a few women, and he's just juggling.
Yeah,
and, it's like whenever it's time for this person to come back around. He is that dude is. I'm guaranteeing my check. If I ever met that guy, I can guarantee my check that he either has a lady or more than one. He has
right.
So, and he's just juggling, and we just wait for that. Whenever it's her turn, he gonna hit her up. Hey, what's up, girl? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He feels the need. She might be Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Yeah. Well, so tell your boss that. But that's our time. It's time for us to go. We hope we answered your questions. Hopefully we did. I don't know. I know I tried my best. So but yeah, if there's something else you want us to talk about, or you want to hit us up, email us, or add it to the page, we'll talk about it. We'll get you on, and hopefully these men out here stop ghosting you, and you guys can live happily ever after, and you can talk about it, and it can be on BET Love Story, and then you come on the podcast and tell us about it. So in closing, CJ, you got anything for them, or because
Yes,
they already know how to get in contact with us. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. Well, I have no social medias, but the fear to succeed is the success to failure. That's my quote for the day.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say this for the people who missed it, since we're doing that. I posted it earlier today, and I'm gonna just leave y'all with this: miserable people want you to be miserable too, but it ain't happening. Don't let them bring you down. They want you to be just as miserable as they are. Let's say no. Let's give them the Heisman. Push them away. We're not having it. That's all I got.
Thank you, and be kind in the world.
That's right.